What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Moose right now, coming to you live from YouTube. And I just wanted to give you guys an encouraging message. Today, I woke up this morning feeling joyful. Went to church today, and as soon as I got to church, I could feel God's presence on me. You understand? I could feel His presence on me, and it was over me. And the praise and worship team was singing, and Reverend Gordon was preaching today. But when it was time for the altar call, that's when God was starting to deal with me. And He started to deal with me directly. And I began to break down in tears. Those of you who probably been watching me over the last couple weeks, and those of you who probably know some of my story, I have been battling within myself last couple months, weeks. But I just had to take a step back and just thank God. What happened was God had put in front of me all the things that He has brought me through. And God began to touch me. He began to deal with me. And He began to let me know, if I can bring you out of the things you've been through in your past, I can bring you out now. The Bible says, lean not to your own understanding. And I'm telling you guys that God really hit me today. It's been a long time since I cried like that. I couldn't even control myself. It was like an outburst. And it felt like I was just letting all of it just out. Because that's what God wanted me to do. God wanted me to let it all out. And I did just that. Those of you who might not know my story, when I was younger, I was molested as a child. I was being beaten senseless and beaten bad by actually all of my babysitters except for one. And the one lady who did not ever beat me ever was the late great Granny. And the other babysitters, they used to beat me constantly. They used to beat me bad. They used to make me eat my own throw up. Before I became Big Moose, I was being tortured by people. I was being bullied by people. And I never really stood up for myself. As I began to get older and start developing things of my own, then life hits me again. And it hit me when my stepfather, I never say stepfather, but I usually say my dad, Daryl Rogers. He was never my biological father, but he took care of me like I was his own. And you couldn't tell him that I was not his son. And that's how I'm able to treat other kids that same way that he showed me. And he was not my biological father, but that's my dad. And I always consider him my dad. But he passed away in 2003. I was actually able to spend the last couple of days of his life with him. And he began to teach me, and he began to just show me all the love he can possibly show me. That he thought that he never really gave to me. And I told him, you have shown me more than you could ever imagine. And he loved me, and I was his son. 2004, a couple months later, my mother passes. And I gave detail on how things was in previous videos. You know, my mother died and she had blood clots in her brain. They cut a hole into her head, and just seeing all type of machines plug up to her, it did do something to me. And in the midst of all of that, and it's a lot more, and I don't really want to go into too much detail about every single thing because it would take all day, but I just want you to know that throughout all of that, I'm your living witness that you can go through the worst in life and still make it through. I'm not saying that everything has been okay. I'm not saying that everything has been all peaches and cream, because there was times where I wanted to take my own life. It was a time that I took 19 pills. I didn't even know who the pills were. I didn't know where I even got the pills from, but I just happened to stumble across them. And I just wanted my life to be over. And I took those 19 pills. Prescription, I didn't know what it was. But I took that thinking I was just going to rest and just fade away. Sometimes when you say no, God can still turn around and say yes. I didn't die that night. I did have one of the worst migraines and headaches I could ever imagine. And God began to deal with me as well. And I thank God that I didn't take my life. I really do. And today I just had God put me in a mind of reflecting on what He has brought me through. I have loving family who cares and loves me dearly. I have been through a lot, emotionally, physically, mentally, but God is still keeping me every single day. Through all of my bad decisions, through all of my bad mistakes, God still reigns supreme. And He has brought me through it all. And I'm here to tell you today to hold on to God's unchanging hand. Hold on. I don't know what you're facing, what you're going through, what you're dealing with. But all I'm going to tell you is just to hold on just a little bit longer. Your breakthrough is coming. God has something in store for you. And I dare you to trust in Him. I dare you to believe in God. I'm not saying that I do everything right, but I'm telling you, if you hold on to God's unchanging hand, He will bring you through. The song says you may not come when you want Him, but He'll be there right on time. He's an on-time God. My heart goes out to the loved ones who have lost family members and lost close relatives, and anybody who may be suffering from any type of loss or anything. I pray blessings over your life right now. I pray blessings over your life right now. Thank you, Lord. I just wanted to come and I just wanted to share my testimony and let you know that God touched me today. And it was like it felt like I needed that. You know, I wasn't just crying from this. I was crying from this. I mean, it felt like everything that was in me was coming out of me. And I thank God for that. I thank God for that because now, right now, on this very day, I feel peace. Did you hear me? I said I feel peace. And I thank God for the peace. And I'm going to go ahead and get ready to wrap this up, but I just wanted to tell you guys again, just to hold on just a little bit longer. Your breakthrough is coming. I'm Minister Moose. I love you. I care for you. I wish you all the very best. God bless you. God bless you. And God bless you. Thank you.